You sick?
No, it is, it's something I ate.
Yeah, it must be something you eat every night.
And what is that supposed to mean, huh? You need the bathroom there?
Nope, just heard you up, tossing your cookies. Again. Aunt Talia, Little Pete, they're all used to it by now, huh?
Well, I got a bad stomach, all right?
You think? Except maybe not some bad feedlot beef you've been trying to get rid of.
Listen, did you get up to tell me that? What are you, Dr. Phil now?
No, it just seems like a good time for a little private conversation. See that Aunt Talia's not here. Tell me how grateful I should be. Like I was some rescue dog. With my new set of Eisendal, I saw some late night TV preacher once. Said it was throwing up your life.
Listen, I would go back to bed if that's all you got up for, huh?
I'm just saying, this place, it's all new to me. Till you and Talia came and got me, hauled me out of foster care, and never even been on a farm. Only been to the zoo once. Where I used to live with my mom just off Hollywood Boulevard, they only raised freaks there. Starting with tourists and ending with pre-op trannies. Used to have Primo on the corner.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, but I did by the time I was 9. I learned. See was solid, see was bent. Now here, what I see in this part of the country, Kearns County, you're not happy farming, are you, Uncle Pete?
Happy? Happy? Look, I'm stuck between Walmart and the bank, all right? Now you're talking about happy.
Like your neighbor. I see Frame Ellis with his place.
Yeah, your new buddy Frame. He's preaching his sustainable crap to you, isn't he? Huh? Ephraim Ellis will go broke on his hippie farm. He thinks he can compost the whole damn world. Well, like hell.
Okay, then, Cleese Portis. He's doing it your way. Big ag and all. He loves it, though. And my father loved it too, people say. Getting his hands dirty. But you, Uncle Pete, throwing up every night? You got an alarm set. Something's wrong.
Listen, your father got college, all right? Annapolis. And he still came back here waving his brochure from Dallas under our noses. Telling me and my dad how to farm. And he did it right up until some Arab killed him. Listen, he was my brother and I loved him. But I had me some ambitions too. Right? I lived my whole life here.
You got married, you stayed. Whose ambitions were that? Aunt Talia's? Always going on about being a Kincaid?
Hey, listen, you're coming right up to the line, boy. You leave her out of this.
Hey, no disrespect. You keep this place going. Raising wheat, dry land farming, that's tough. Everyone else is screaming for water.
Oh, good. You know about water now, too,
Aquifers underneath the Tulare Basin so polluted you don't even drink out of it unless you're crazy. Nitrates from pumping nitrogen into the ground, potassium, chemical fertilization. Water levels down 400 feet from 50 years ago. Salinization from overwatering the salt leches. And that's the high points.
Oh, man. Aren't I impressed? You know, I thought that you just hung out at Frames so you could look at porn on his computer.
Little Pete says he's leaving after high school. Gonna move to the big city.
Yeah, well, so he says.
That's what they do around here, isn't it? Sell the big ag, goodbye family farm. I've read all kinds of articles on that.
What's that, in Frames magazines? What else does he study on? Growing marijuana?
No. He's got all kinds of magazines, books even. It's interesting. First time I can ever remember being interested in something that didn't have the X-Men to do with it. I'm reading about petrochemical fertilization as opposed to natural compost driven. What I see with my new to the farm set of Eisendal, it's like a war on the soul for this place, and I know which side you're on.
Oh, you do?
Your dirt's dead. It's just holding up the wheat. I go over the frames and grab a handful of, well, he grows just about a dozen different things, doesn't he? I get an earthworm, a bunch of them, because he doesn't kill them. No ortho, no Monsanto genetically modified seeds, no nothing.
Well, hallelujah. Oh, haven't you come to Jesus moment, are you? Huh? You're gonna teach me what not to spray, huh? Well, give me a fly swatter. Oh, I can keep the bugs off that way. Maybe a washcloth that'll help mold and crap, stuff that you never even heard of, huh? Listen, how I was taught to do it, how the USDA taught me to do it. Sons of bitches at Davis. Listen, you get big or you get out. Now, that was the word that came down when I was a boy in Nixon's bunch. You grow more. You grow quicker. You grow it because the cereal people are waiting. What does Frame do, huh? Sell his little organic tomatoes alongside the road?
Oh, you're right. I'm the ignorant punk from the city. Got more questions than I have answers. But you, Uncle Pete? Why, it sounds like you're getting even with somebody. Hey, America, have some cancer with your bread and oatmeal. Compliments of Pete Kincaid.
Listen, anybody had a side around here that wasn't with Monsanto or DuPont or Cargill, they got run off a long time ago. This is commercial farming, all right? This is the factory. See, the war is over, all right? Have my ass.
Pardon me, but I got my own opinion on that. Maybe you quit buying like you were some prisoner of war. But me, what I see, there's a whole new bunch of recruits gonna kick some genetically modified ass. There's people actually wanting to grow something they aren't scared to eat themselves.
Well, that ain't gonna happen here.
See, that's what gets to what's really on my mind. When Miss Armand from Child Protective Services finally tracked you down, she guilted you into taking me.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like that. We didn't know where you were, you and your mother. When she called, she said that your father had passed.
You came, hauled me out from L.A., your dead brother's kid, the poor orphan. That's how Aunt Talia tells it. Did you even look for my mother after my dad was killed?
Listen, we buried your father and she didn't come.
Didn't come or wasn't invited. Aunt Talia not approving of some Catholic Cajun hadn't even been brought home before my dad married her.
Now listen, you look here now.
But you looked for her like you did me.
Yes.
No, you didn't. We were too easy to find. You shut the door on your own brother's orphan. Aunt Talia tell you to do that?
Listen, I told you. We thought that your mother had taken you back to
Louisiana.
Yeah, wherever the hell she came from.
Never did get there. She stopped in Greece for 15 years, living off a widow's pension just off Hollywood Boulevard. And then she died. You know, the guidance counselor at the high school says, I'm hard for my age.
Oh, great. Great, I suppose that's why you're up all night bothering me, huh?
That, and the will.
The will?
The one someone faked, cut the part about his father and my father and his heirs out of it.
Hey, listen, now the will, that was your grandfather's doing.
No, the old family lawyer in Bakersfield told me different. He had to get straight with his conscience or something. He still had the original.
Well, you have been busy, haven't you?
Turns out my father had a few more friends around here. They had some questions.
Cletus too? Him too? Hell. All right. What do you want?
My part of the ranch. I'm due a third. Free, clear to do what I want.
What, are you out of your mind? You're just a kid.
You stay my legal guardian until I turn 18. I go to school. I live across the road. I farm my own piece of farm with frame. Sustainable.
Oh, sustainable. Now that is just talk. Don't you get it? The system is rigged. You talk about big ass, that is words to you. Boy, I had them come up the road and make themselves at home. I don't know if you're like a dog on the highway. So you don't know it's a dog. Sustainable? How about survivable, huh? And we'll have to find you, Mr. Kincaid. You use your own driveway more than 5 times a day. Make you get a watering truck, same as our corporate friends with their corporate acres and nobody living on the land. Listen, you talk about family farms. Listen, there were families up and down this road. School buses full of their kids heading into town every weekday. And now you know how many? Huh? 2. Us and the McLarens. 2 miles down the road. I will fight you on this. And Aunt Thalia likely will kill you.
You say no, it'll all come out. Aunt and uncle see orphans shares. You'll be as famous as Charlie Manson.
All right. All right. All right, fine. Fine, you want to fight a boy? You be my guest. You want your daddy's share of this piece? It's yours.
Fine, maybe you're right. You got the experience. Maybe I'll lose, but see, I gotta try. You think Big Ag's got all the weapons USDA in their pockets? What I got on my side is real food for real people. In LA, I've seen people just grow a tomato just to see what they taste like. And when some fool paves that lot over, they just find a new one. I never respected that until now. We're a ninja army, Uncle Pete. So invisible Big Ag won't see us until we cut their throats. We're taking the food back. Meal by meal, lot by lot, farm by farm. They knock me down. Some other kill step up. Put his hand in the dirt. Feel it alive. It's a war, and I aim to be on the front lines. Ryland Kincaid, reporting for duty. What?
Nothing, but it is the first time in a dozen years that I don't feel sick. Listen, I'll make Talia see it your way. Listen, we were only trying to protect what was ours. I mean, you understand.
Do you? Because that's the thing, Uncle Pete. I just did you a favor. I put the land in the hands of the people that love it, and it'll heal us all.